20,000 bees swarm woman's car for 2 days to rescue their queen. Most of the time, animals and humans can live side by side just fine. But occasional clumsiness, on both the animals' and the humans' part, can lead to some slightly awkward situations. This happened to one elderly woman when she trapped a queen bee in her car and 20,000 bees swarmed the boot. 65-year-old Carol Howard became concerned, as you rightfully would be, when a trip to a nature reserve left her Mitsubishi Outlander with a beard of bees on its back end. And they didn't go away either. They stayed for a full 2 days because Carol didn't actually realize she had a queen bee stuck in her car. We might not think of bees when it comes to loyalty, but they're actually some of the most loyal beings on the planet. The queen bee is selected by worker bees when she is just a young larvae and is fed a special food called royal jelly to help it develop into a fertile, rich bee. After raising the queen bee, the worker bees wait on their new royalty hand and foot, following her around and making sure she's safe and happy. The queen bee is a hive essential, and the other bees would struggle to survive without her, hence why it was far from ideal for this hive's queen to end up trapped in the back of an unknowing elderly lady's car. The hive of bees wasn't on Carol's car when she'd left the nature reserve, but cleverly, they'd tracked their queen bee down and descended on the car while Carol was doing some shopping. Tom Moses, a passerby who watched the whole thing play out, took photos as beekeepers tried to rescue the insects. He explained what had happened on a Facebook post, calling it a brilliant swarmathon, and writing, "Driving through the town, noticed this going on outside of the lower 3 crowns and couldn't resist getting involved. Bees need our help, and I worried that some idiot would come pour boiling water over them or something stupid." Tom wrote that he'd called the local beekeepers and 2 men showed up to sweep the bees into a box. Roger, the first beekeeper, had to head off for a dinner date, which left Tom with the second beekeeper, Andrew. Tom continued, "At first, bees nicely started going into the box. Stung. Then they started to come out again. Had a beer. Stung. Andrew doing a great job. Bees in. Stung. Then they were coming out again. Where's the queen? In the box or hiding in the crack between the boot and car panel? Stung again. Google." After that, Tom spoke to the third beekeeper, who happened to be traveling on the Eurostar train at the time, but offered to help. Unfortunately, because the car was parked near to a pub, there were a few unwelcome human disturbances. Drunk bloke from the pub went and swept a load of bees off the car with hand, looking for queen. Got stung loads. Pfft. Finally, according to Tom's story, a 4th beekeeper turned up in a full suit. When Tom was happy that all was under control, he left to go back home. So we never will know what happened to the queen bee. Hopefully, the 4th beekeeper realized the cause of the issue, that the queen was trapped.